What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created these airbrush bat cat eye Frenchies using more of those airbrush gel polishes from Saviland, and I'm also going to be trying out this purple nail drill from Saviland. This is the SM229 nail drill. It goes all the way up to 50,000 RPMs. It comes in a little kit with a bunch of stuff, so we're going to unbox that really quick and I'll be using it later on in the video. I really love the packaging, it's so pretty. Everything is like purple theme, so I was having a little bit of trouble getting the box open, but I eventually did. So this is what the kit looks like. Of course you get a little instruction manual as always. This drill does have a 12-hour battery life. It charges by USB. It has 5 different lighting controls for the speeds. So for 0 to 10,000 RPMs it's purple, blue for 11 to 20,000, white 21,000 to 30,000, pink 31 to 40,000, and red for the rest. And this little handpiece, it's super cute in purple. I love the design on it. You also get some ceramic drill bits in here. There's a little fine grit cuticle bit and also this flame bit. I love how they started including like good bits in their kits now. And you also do get some more sanding bands and additional cuticle bits and a mandrel bit. Also some more natural nail bits. I don't really use those kind, but I will be using the other ones. And this is a drill. I was also having trouble getting this out, so I had to take the whole thing out. But there is a little handpiece holder that you clip on the side of it. So you just clip it right on the side. It does have a little LCD screen. At the top there's a start and stop button. Also charging on the side. You can clip it on your belt buckle on the back if you're like a traveling nail tech or you just want to place it on your side. And then there's also a cord that plugs into the top and into the handpiece. And it does come fully charged, which is nice as well. And you do get some buffers in here. This cute little dust brush with the iridescent purple and like green bluish handle, which is super cute. Some more sanding bands and a USB cord. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys hear the drill and everything. You press and hold the top button to turn on the drill, and you short press it if you want to pause it. And on the side there's a forward and reverse button. So I have it at the highest amount of RPMs now. As you can see, there's a LED light around the LCD screen indicating like the amount of RPMs that you're on, like I mentioned earlier. But as you can see, even at the highest speed, it's really not even that loud. It's a super smooth drill. It has low noise, low vibration, and low heat. I actually have one of these drills already, but I accidentally dropped mine and broke it. So I'm glad that I have another one, because this is a really good drill to have on hand, especially for the price. So if you guys are interested in this drill, I will leave the links down in the description box. Okay, so moving on to the tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and start prepping my nails. I'm going to be doing a polygel base. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with 1 coat of Mia Secret dehydrator on all of my nail beds and 2 coats of Young Nails protein bond for my primer. I'm using my 2XL square nail tips today. I cut them down as usual. So I'm going in with 2 coats of the protein bond, and then I'm going to go in with a layer of base gel over all of my nail beds to prep my nails for the polygel. The base gel is going to give that polygel something to stick to, and it also prevents lifting. So make sure when you're applying the base gel, you apply it to the entire nail and really good around the cuticle area, because wherever you apply the base gel, your polygel is going to grip onto.
Bring it.
After the base gel is cured, I'm going to go ahead and start building up my nails with this polygel from a cart called Cheeky. It's this really pretty pink shade. I'm going to be using this shade for like the nail bed color. I'm going to be doing French later on, so this is going to serve as the nail bed color. And I had a little bit of a bubble in my polygel, so that's why I was kind of like poking it out with the other end of my polygel brush. But as you could see, I squeezed the polygel right onto the nail, and I focused the little rounded end that comes out of the bottle first up by the nail bed area. So I pat it thin around the cuticle area and onto the nail bed to build my apex. And then as you can see, I'm patting the polygel sidewall to sidewall all the way down the nail. I do use a little bit of base gel to kind of help soften the polygel so it's easier to apply. And I also do use isopropyl alcohol, so I kind of like wipe my brush off here and there if I feel like it's getting too sticky. I'm also smoothing out like any bumps and turning my nail to the side before I actually cure it in the lamp. You have that time frame to work with the polygel before you cure, so definitely take advantage of that. It helps in the end so you don't have as much filing to do. If you have some excess polygel, always just remove it with the other end of your polygel brush, and always make sure you clean around the cuticle area before you put your hand in the lamp to avoid like the polygel running into the cuticle area, because after a while of the polygel sitting on your nail, it heats up and can tend to run into the cuticle area, especially if you're using base gels. And I'm basically doing the same thing for all of the nails. As you can see, I'm patting it very thin around the cuticle area so that when I go in and start filing my nails, I don't really have a lot of product to file there. I'm going to be flash curing each nail for 30 seconds, but when I'm done, I'm going to be doing a full 60-second cure in my lamp to make sure that the polygel is fully cured. You always want to make sure the polygel is cured all the way through. If you don't cure all the way, it's still going to be uncured like in the middle, and it will break off and be like gummy on the inside of the nail. So always make sure you do a full cure.
Ringy. Ringy.
Now that I'm done applying the polygel, I'm going to go ahead and start debulking my nails. First, I'm using the mandrel bit with one of the purple 180 sanding bands that came with the drill. So I'm using the drill on 15,000 RPMs to debulk. And as you can see, I start by going around the cuticle area a couple times to seal it. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't apply it thick around the cuticle area, so I don't really have a lot of filing to do. I just go around the cuticle area a couple times and it's sealed. And then I'm basically just filing over the surface of the entire nail, side to side, or you can file up and down, whichever works best for you, to get the sidewalls. And I'm also filing underneath the nail. I had a little bit of like residue from the isopropyl alcohol underneath my nails, so I was filing that out. I'm also going to test out the flame bit. I'm not really going to go in with the cuticle bit. I usually only do that if I'm doing acrylic. I apply my polygel so thin around the cuticle area. If I go in with the cuticle bit, I'm going to file some of the product off. But I do love ceramic cuticle bits. Those are some of my favorites. I normally use that same exact drill bit, especially when I'm doing my removals and stuff to clean around the cuticle area. They work really good. It's a good drill bit to have. So this is a flame bit. It's really nice as well to finish filing, especially because of the pointed tip. You can get around the cuticle area really good and underneath the nail as well. And then it's thicker towards the end, so you can file over the surface of your nail as well with it. But I'm just gonna go in with the sanding band on the rest of the nails because polygel files down really fast, and you don't really need like a strong bit to file polygel. I don't know if I mentioned this, but you're gonna want to cleanse the tacky layer of gel off of your nails before filing with the drill. Usually when you cure your nails, you have that sticky layer on top of the polygel. You can use isopropyl alcohol to cleanse that off. It will make it easier to file. If you don't, that crud is gonna get all on your drill bit, so just make sure that you cleanse your nails. And I also do kind of like pre-shape the nails with my drill bit. As you can see, I file along the sides and the tip before I go in with my hand file. Okay, so now to shape up my nails, I'm going to use a 180 grit hand file. I'm doing a long square shape. So as you can see, I have my file and I'm holding it straight along the sides of my nail, and I'm filing straight up and down to get that square shape, making sure to alternate sides to avoid, you know, filing one side way more than the other. And then to file the free edge, I hold my file at a slight angle and file straight across, or you could do the same thing but file up and down, whatever works. And when I'm done shaping the nails, I take a buffer and I buff over the surface of the nail. This will get out any scratches in the nail before doing the nail art. And then I also file underneath the nails. This will smooth out any rough edges so that it's nice and smooth and you don't have to worry about scratching yourself or anything. Alright, now that the nails are all shaped up, I'm going to start by painting the French on all the nails. So I'm using Madam Glam Perfect Black. I'm using my detail brush to outline how I want the smile line, then filling in the tip with the polish brush out of the bottle. Then I go back in with my detail brush to get the corners and kind of just neaten up the smile line before I cure. And I basically do the same thing for every nail. This is going to be the base on all the nails for the cat eye gel polish that I'm going to be applying on top of it. I wanted to do like a spooky glam, like glittery type of set. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the cat eye gel polish over all of the tips. So I'm using this like silver glittery holographic cat eye gel. So first I'm applying it right over the French. You might get a little bit of it on the nail bed because it's kind of like hard not to, but make sure you clean that off of the nail bed before you actually cure. So applying it to all the tips, and then I'm going to be using my cat eye magnet to do the cat eye effect. I'm just doing a basic cat eye effect, like the one where you just run it along the sides a little bit. So I'm going to take this 5-way cat eye magnet and take the little rounded side and just run the magnet along the sides a little bit to shift the pigments to the middle, and it creates like this really pretty bluish like green cat eye effect, which I felt like is perfect for this set. So that one got a little bit messed up. I didn't like the way it looked, so I just redid it, and I'm going to go ahead and cure and just do the same thing on the other two nails. That the French is all done, I'm going to be using these bat stickers as a stencil on my nails. Yes, they're regular stickers, but I had the idea to kind of use it as a stencil, and it actually worked out. I'm going to use the smaller ones so that you'll actually be able to see it on my nails, because my nails are tiny. I don't think I could fit the big one on there. So I'm placing it on the nail right in the middle. You are going to want to cleanse your nails with isopropyl alcohol before doing this to get that tacky layer of gel off, because the stickers won't stick to your nails. But if you have any type of bat stickers, you can do this look without having to spend any extra money. So I'm going to be using the white airbrush nail gel from Saviland in my Polygel airbrush machine. I love this airbrush machine. It's super easy to use. I'm going to be using it on pressure number 1. I like using it on pressure 1 because I feel like I can control the product better. Sometimes when you squeeze the product out, there's a little bit of bubbles, so you could take like the other end of your like nail art brush and just mix it up really quick. But with pressure 1, I feel like you can just control it better. Plus these are really pigmented, so you really don't have to have it on high speed. So this is like a 2-step process. I'm going to be doing like a gradient. So I'm going to first airbrush very lightly over both of the bats. So you're going to want to back it up so that you don't get too much product on the nail at once, and spray in circular motions very lightly. And as you can see, it creates like a shading over both of the bats, and I'm going to cure that layer. I love these new airbrush nail gels from Saviland. They're such a game changer. You don't have to dilute them or anything. They already come diluted, and you get like a whole bunch of colors in the set. I'm going to link this in my Amazon store as well. I reviewed it in my last video. I'll link that video in the cards if you want to see a more in-depth like review on them, but they're really nice and they work good. They have a bunch of different colors and you can mix colors to make them. So now that that's cured, I'm gonna go back in with the airbrush, but I'm gonna focus just kind of like in the center of the bat and spray like a little bit more towards the middle of the bat, so it's a little bit darker than the outer layer, and it creates like a gradient effect and kind of makes it look like the bat is moving through the fog. And you always want to make sure you clean around the cuticle area before you pop your hand in the lamp, because this is gel polish and you don't want to cure that on your finger. And once you remove your hand out of the lamp, you remove the little bat sticker, and it looks so cute, especially with the cat eye gel in the background. The bat looks glittery. And as you can see, you just remove the sticker and it is that easy. I just love this. It's a perfect like spooky glam type of vibe. It really looks like the bats are like flying through the fog on a Halloween night. I'm just like so happy I did it. I'm getting like better with the airbrush. I'm like proud of myself. And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish with some bling. So I'm gonna use some rhinestone gel to apply some little Halloween themed charms to my nails, and then also some clear rhinestones. And then I'm gonna finish with some top gel, and that is it. I hope you guys like this set. This is the first set of spooky glam season, so I hope you guys liked it. I have a lot of other really cute sets planned for Halloween, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when I do upload videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you're not already. I'll see you guys at my next one. Bye, love you guys.
Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Greeny. Greeny.